Well,
All right,
hello.
let me grab this link real quick
We
and
live,
send.
Leslie.
We are live. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 3 of the Women Got Games podcast. Today we're gonna be discussing all of the things. Let me open this up here. I need to grab this link. We're gonna let the people know on Twitter that we are live. Just give me 1 second. I already have the tweet ready. I just need to paste the link. Oh Lord, that is not the link.
Lord have mercy. Well, while she getting her itch together, I want to say hello, ladies and gentlemen. Um, be sure to hit the like button as well as subscribe button, and don't forget to share this content that we are bringing you guys. We're trying to build up Women Got Games. Also, if you want to take part in and be on the podcast, leave a comment down below. We can work on scheduling that in, but we're only doing one person at a time. Therefore, we can keep things on a more intimate level with people in reference to being on the podcast and topics of discussion. If you have anything that you want to ask us, leave that down below as well. Keep in mind, we do this live every Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you are here while we're live, you have questions, you can be featured here on the podcast live, and we will answer your questions or reply to your comments live. So be sure to catch us while we are live if you want that feature, and also if you want to get in on the conversation as it is transpiring. So be sure to do that. Again, share the content, share with your friends, and we greatly appreciate it.
Yes. Okay, I think we have the tweet out. All right, cool. All right, so, well, we have several things to discuss today. The first one, I guess we could start with Epic and Apple. They're beefing. They have trouble. Um, so from what I understand is Apple is charging them way too much, and they're trying to lower the cost of the V-Bucks on the phone by 30%. And Apple does not want to play ball. Apple
Well,
is
to my
charging them.
understanding, that's what they charge, isn't it? Don't they charge all of the people 30% to put their
Yes,
stuff on iOS?
yes, it's a 30% fee. So the thing is like even with so for instance, like if you buy I don't know, stars from Facebook Gaming or subscriptions from Twitch on the phone, it's more expensive. The fee goes up. So if you do it on your PC, which I think is ridiculous, but I
That is
understand.
ridiculous.
But I understand, it's a business. They're doing their business thing. They are basically that's their charge if you want to have your app on there. But also, like, what I don't understand is there are people with free apps. They have free apps. So how are those? I mean, the people are obviously making money off of ad revenue, and I could see why Epic wouldn't want like ads running on their game. But here's the thing, though. Not only did they take it off of the Apple Store, I guess Epic is suing Apple or vice versa. They might be suing each other. I don't even know. But I also know that they took the app off of the Google Play Store. So if you already had Fortnite downloaded, you could still download it again because you already owned it. But if you try to like download it and you've never had it on your phone, you will not be able to get it off the Google Play Store anymore. So I don't know if they're going to try to make a deal with Galaxy or with Samsung themselves, or, because Apple is just not being friendly to gamers right now. It's just not happening. But if that's their fee, that's their fee.
To my knowledge, this started because they wanted to discount V-Bucks by 30%, right? And Apple was like, they didn't like it. It was
No.
between 20 and 30% that they wanted to discount. and then
Yes.
Apple got an uproar about it.
Mm-hmm.
But what does it matter, because they're still taking their fee regardless.
This is what I don't understand. I honestly don't know. I'm just like, well, why? If you already know up front this is their fee, and then mind you that Fortnite is already on like its like 20th season, so now all of a sudden you want to discount the price of V-Bucks? Why now? Why all of a sudden? You know what I mean? It's like, okay, like it's been out forever. It's been out for what, 2-3 years now? Fortnite has been.
Yeah, but at least that's what they're wanting to do, irregardless to whether or not it took them 20 seasons. The fact that they want to discount it, hey, I'll take it even still. I don't play Fortnite, but I'm sure that's still good for those that do play it.
Yeah.
Well, it took them forever to do so, but at least they did it.
I
Or
mean,
at
of
least they're
course.
attempting to do it. And since they haven't done this before, then they've never had to contend with this up until now.
I also think they're doing it because Fortnite has actually really dropped in popularity. A lot of people who used to play Fortnite are not playing it anymore because we have other games. We move on to other things.
There's a ton of other games.
And there's been an influx of Battle Royale games that people are just like, we have Hyperscape, we have Valorant, we have Warzone for Call of Duty, we have Rogue Company, which isn't really Battle Royale, but
but
it's a third-person shooter, but it's still... I'm sure they'll probably add Battle Royale. The new Black Ops is going to integrate into Warzone. So, you know, Battle Royale is a thing, and it will continue to be a thing. And I think that Fortnite has just lost its popularity, so therefore they're trying to find ways to make it so that people will want to stay on the game, is what I'm guessing. Because why all of a sudden do you want to have this 30% reduction? No, I mean, I get it. My whole thing is like you said, if that's 30% and they want to lower the price by 30%, they're still going to get their 30%. So why is Apple being a pain about it?
Yeah.
I honestly think they just don't want any third party like systems or games on the app anymore. I think they're trying to build up their Apple Arcade, and they're just saying no to Xbox, they're saying no to Google Stadia, they're saying no to Fortnite now, and it's like, okay, we get it, Apple, you want to be a contender in the space, but that means you also have to play nice. You know? I don't know. What do you get from it?
It makes no sense to me.
It doesn't make any sense to me either, but I no longer play Fortnite, so it's not really an issue for me. And even when I did, I never bought V-Bucks. I always just grinded and earned them myself. I feel like the whole thing was Fortnite itself, just the Battle Royale, is free to play. I had paid for the PvE version, which is player versus environment, and that was fun for me until they changed it all up. But my whole thing is, if I'm spending $60 on a game, and if the price of the games go up to $70, like people are saying, I don't want to have to spend extra money to do anything.
Yeah, but you're going to, because that's how they keep money coming in, and it's a multi-billion-dollar a year in revenue thing. Like, that's how they keep the money flowing. It's by having the microtransactions, whether it's cosmetic or otherwise.
So I would rather grind.
Not going anywhere. Sorry.
I would rather grind. I'd rather grind it out. Let me tell you something, though. I got a very nice surprise yesterday, because I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to buy the Battle Pass. The thing I do like about the Battle Pass for Call of Duty is that if you continue to play, if you buy it once, you continue to play it, you will earn the COD points. You will unlock the COD points to get you the next Battle Pass. Well, I didn't do this originally, so I had to buy a Battle Pass. And I was like, well, I'm going to play Call of Duty. I'm going to give it, my all. And I'm going to buy this Battle Pass. Well, Xbox had given me a credit for what I don't even know, but it was $5, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll just add this $5 to my account, and I'll only pay $5 for the battle pass because it's $10. It's 1,000 COD points, which equals $10. So I go on there, and I was paying for Mixer Pro when Mixer was still around. So Mixer Pro is basically the reason I paid for it was because I was using some overlays through Lightstream, and Lightstream will allow you to add overlays to your stream if you don't have a PC. So Mixer Pro gave me double sparks and then allowed me to add overlays without using my PC onto my Xbox if I was streaming from Xbox. Well, because Mixer shut down, there was no longer any Mixer Pro, and they had credited me $30.
Oh.
So when I went to go pay for the battle pass, I was like, oh, I don't even need to use my money. Okay, cool, thanks. So I don't know if they did this for everybody, but make sure you check your Xbox account if you had Mixer Pro, because they probably credited you some money. So now I have $25 left because I bought my battle pass, and now I'm going to play the game because this will allow me to play the game so that I can actually grind it out and get the next battle pass. That makes you kind of want to play too. If you're spending your money on this, it makes you want to keep going because then you don't have to spend your money again. So that was a nice surprise. It really was. But yeah, so moving on to the next topic that we have, which was we wanted to discuss the rumors about the Xbox price. Okay. So there have been rumors that the Xbox will be $599. Now, you had shared that article with me. I forget who it was from, but I also saw this on Forbes. But Forbes also made sure they were like, this isn't from Xbox. It's just a rumor, because of course they have to cover themselves. And from what I understand, the rumor was by someone who works at Kinda Funny, which is Game Over Greggy's company. And someone sent them a private message letting them know, or sending them a screenshot of what the price is going to be. But
the article I sent you, it was someone who had basically, quote unquote, did the math to figure up of what the price could be.
No. The one that I saw, the one that I read was on Forbes, and it was someone who worked at Game Over Greggy, or Over Kinda Funny, sorry. Who worked at Kinda Funny.
The one I sent you is somebody that did the math and came up with that price. But I have been seeing other articles speculating it would be $599.
Yeah. So what do you think? What do you think of that price?
I honestly don't know, because they're apparently coming out with different versions of the Series X. That could be the premium version of Series X. So, they're supposedly, aren't they coming out with a download only Series X as well? Like,
yeah, that's the Series S, yes.
Yeah, the Series S. So that one might be of cheaper price, and then the $599 one would be the premium version of that system. So yeah. I mean, I think it's possible. Anything is possible, and we already know beforehand about the PlayStation 5, that's going to be a premium price. So we already know that from jump, because they stated that a long time ago that it was going to be a premium price console. So we know that's going to be in the upper hundreds of dollars in reference to that. In reference to that one having multiples of that particular system, we don't know. But we kind of have had, quote unquote leaks and things in reference to the Series X. And hasn't it been mentioned that there's going to be several versions of Series X? I mean, didn't, some higher ups themselves already mention that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they did mention that.
We already know there's going to be several tiers of the Series X. So I mean, I think it's possible it could be $599.99, but that could be the premium system.
Yeah, of
And
course.
then we'll have different variants of that are cheaper in price. So even if you may not be able to afford the $600 system, you'll still be able to get you a Series X, but it might be a cheap, a
It's,
lower tiered version.
yeah, exactly. So here's the thing. Like, I know everybody's like, oh my gosh, if it's $600, then last time Sony shot themselves in the foot with that price. But here's the thing, though, that was 14 years ago. So I could see this Xbox being that price. I would hope that it would be less, especially in the times that we're in, where people were in the middle of a pandemic, people don't have a lot of money. Because I feel like if they lowered the price, that would make up for the fact when like people get a Game Pass or purchase any games, anything like that. But honestly, I could see what you're saying, like where the Series X is the could be the highest tier, and that could be the highest tier price. From what I understand, it's going to be the Series S, which is supposed to be the download only, and the Series X. Now, I don't know if they're going to have different sizes of each or different versions of each for different price ranges. Honestly, we are in a strange time because by now we would have known the price, we would have our pre-orders in already, but we are in the middle of August and we don't know jack.
Yeah,
So
they gotta have something up by next month.
So, I mean, honestly, we're like in August now, and then everybody's playing this who's going to tell their price first game so that they can lowball each other, but we just need to know. That's it. We just need to know.
Well,
Unless,
that's probably why we don't have a price yet. Each one is
unless,
trying to see who's gonna say what.
unless we're playing this wait till the next stimulus check comes out game.
I don't think that's gonna happen. That's not gonna happen.
But they need to really, really just like let us know what's up. We want our pre-orders in already, so we know what we're spending, how we need to budget any of this stuff, And from what I understand too, with PlayStation, they're only going to allow one console per household. So if you try to buy another console on the same website for the same address, they're going to cancel your pre-order because they're not going to have enough production.
I think that's a really good idea because that can possibly cut down on some of the scalping, even though the people will always find a way around things. But at least out the gate, you limit into one per household. I think that's a very good idea. You can hate me if you want. I honestly don't care because you might be part of the problem. So there, I said it, and that's what I did. So
you are not wrong.
I just legit despise scalpers. Like, I understand you want to sell something and make a little bit of money or whatever, but selling stuff for 2 and 3 times the price because it's seemingly scarce to get, you should be ashamed of yourself. I have no, absolutely zero tolerance for scalpers. Okay, that's just me.
I have had friends who have bought like 6 or 7 of the consoles and only sell it for $100 more, but just basically to cover their price of like what they spent for theirs, if that makes sense. So basically, like if a console is $500, you buy 5 of them, sell them for $600, and then you make up the difference for your own console, get your money back, basically. But still, you're still scalping. You're still making people spend extra money. But there are some people who just do it excessively, like triple the price.
Well, I mean, it's partly the people who buy its fault as well. If people don't buy these things, then the scalpers have no they have to, they'll eventually have to lower the price, otherwise eat the cost and you're stuck with several of the same item. So it's not only the scalper's fault, it is the people who buy it fault too. At the same time, some people could be trying to get this system for a child for a Christmas present. They could be maybe getting it for their spouse for a birthday or a Christmas present. Maybe somebody has been diagnosed with cancer or something. So they're trying to get somebody, a system to kind of make them happy and lift their spirits. You never know the reasoning behind why someone is purchasing an item or who they're purchasing that item for. So yes, sometimes desperate times calls for desperate measures, but at
Measures.
the same time, people should not be taking advantage of folk, especially during the time of this pandemic that a lot of people want to sit up here and still act like it's non-existent. It's all in your face, but you want to still say, "Oh, it's not real." Okay,
Mm-hmm. I
okay.
agree. Yeah, I agree. So, I mean, honestly, I really hope that at some point soon they just tell us how much we're going to be spending, because honestly, we're kind of at the point where we're thinking about getting a PlayStation before an Xbox, which is never been heard of for us because we're Xbox people, but also Xbox has made it easy to not have to get the system because everybody can still play together.
Yeah. And
You know
plus,
what I mean?
if you have a PC, you don't need an Xbox. They made that perfectly clear as well. All you need is your, Game Pass or whatever, Ultimate, and you're good to go. You can play all those games on your PC. And I think that is a wonderful idea. And I really like the fact how Microsoft has become more versatile. You could play all your games back to Xbox One on your Xbox X. And
Yeah.
you can use your Xbox One controller, PlayStation.
Yeah. I mean, that whole thing is another fiasco with the controller situation, but I just want to know. I really want to know, and that will also help us decide which console we're gonna go with first. You know,
Exactly. But
so
they can't hold out much longer. They're gonna have to let us know at least by next month.
I really hope so. From what I understand, the rumor is that it's gonna be releasing November 6th, but I don't know because everything is a rumor right now. And like what I told you yesterday, I don't want to know anything until I hear it from the horse's mouth.
Yeah,
Until Xbox,
there's gonna
until
be
X,
speculation. There's gonna
yeah,
be.
until Xbox comes out and says these are the prices, and until PlayStation comes out and says these are the prices. I mean, because I've heard all kinds of speculations, anywhere from the X being $200 and the X being $400 and 500, 600, all different price ranges. I just need to hear it from the horse's mouth. Xbox, PlayStation, you guys, when are you going to tell us? Not that any of you guys are watching this, but just in case. But yeah, I just, I don't know. I honestly don't know. And then the whole thing is too, at least with Xbox, if I buy an Xbox, I know I have a billion games to play on Game Pass.
Yeah.
With PlayStation, I gotta go out and buy games.
Not only that, you need to get your PlayStation Plus if you don't already have that.
Well, we're good on PlayStation Plus till 2023, but if you don't have it, then you do need to get your PlayStation 2. Which
With the Microsoft, all you need is the system and then your Xbox Live Ultimate or whatever, and you're good to go. You don't have to buy games out the gate. You could just
no.
download them from the system and play and still get your achievements. And all
Yeah.
the free games that you get, if you run out of Xbox Live, you still keep them. PlayStation, take note.
I know. They definitely need to take notes. I mean, honestly, like the whole
I
thing
know.
is
Look, I want to clarify something. I know it seems like I'm hating on PlayStation. I'm really not. It's the fact that Sony has been on their high horse for so long that they just don't take into account some of the practices that they're doing. Whereas, yes, Microsoft had to play catch up with a lot of things, but in them doing so, they have made a ton of changes that have made their ecosystem a lot better. And to be honest, I've always been one there that I really didn't care for, Game Pass Ultimate. I'm like, okay, whatever, you know and then I
Mhm.
finally tried it. The first time I ended up getting Ultimate, it actually transferred the Xbox Live that I already had into Ultimate as well, so that extended my time. And in
Yeah.
in using Game Pass Ultimate, I'm like, oh, this is actually nice. So to me, it's more of a value to get Game Pass Ultimate versus PlayStation Plus, because with the PlayStation Plus, from what I gather, it's just the bare minimum. You can play your games online. You get a couple of free games per month, but keep in mind as well that once your PlayStation Plus run out, those quote unquote free games are still locked behind that paywall. You will not be able to play those games until you renew your PlayStation Plus. Whereas with Game Pass Ultimate, if your Game Pass Ultimate run out, the free games that you were able to download during the time you had Game Pass Ultimate, guess what? You can still play them. Guess what? You can still get your achievements. So,
Yeah.
this is what I mean in those terms is that Sony need to also start playing nice. They don't really play too nice or play too well with cross-platform play. So the games that that we were able to download that are cross-platform, like I've had a ton of issues with trying to number one link PlayStation account to certain things to play certain games. One, for instance, being Dauntless. So I literally had to start all over on the Xbox.
Yeah.
And that one, I've not had that particular um my profile. I've not had any issues with linking. So it's like Sony, they're a good brand, but at the same time, there's still a lot of things that they need to improve upon. I'm not. That's not to say that Microsoft don't, but at the same time, for what I use systems for, these are the things that I see, and these are the things that I see that need to be corrected in reference to Sony versus Microsoft. So that's my little rant.
I 100% agree. I know that PlayStation Now is on PC as well, but that's something else you got to pay for. Like if they did it where they
And
included
that's a
PlayStation
different fee.
Plus,
Is that a different fee?
yes, that's a
See,
different
that's
fee.
not right. That's nickel and a diamond. That's not right. So,
Let me see how much it is. Hang
Microsoft
on.
don't do that. Microsoft do not do that. You pay one price for Game Pass Ultimate. Granted, it is a little bit higher than Xbox Live, but you get access to over 100 games that you could download from day one and play and get achievements for. So
Yeah.
I mean, do the math, people. Do the math.
Like honestly, if they were smart, what they would do is combine Now with Plus and make it a $15 fee the way Xbox does.
Exactly.
Okay, so PS Now is for PS2, PS3 games, and it is $9.99 a month plus tax, and it's a reoccurring fee, and you can turn it off at any time. But of course, you're gonna lose your stuff. You can play this on PlayStation and PC. But if they were intelligent, they would make it $15, and then you could just get Plus and Now all together in one.
Yep.
That would be the most convenient thing ever, because I mean, what if I want to go back and play PS2 games? Now I got to pay a separate fee on top of PlayStation Plus.
Mm-hmm.
No thanks. And until they start changing the way they do things, I mean, listen, Sony ponies are always going to exist. I'm sorry, you guys, but you guys are Sony ponies. And unfortunately, that means that because they're always going to exist, PlayStation can still get away with this behavior. Until people start saying, like, no, I'm not going to do it until you guys change your practices, nothing's going to change. And it's just the truth of the matter. But, I mean, I would love that. I would love to be able to have PlayStation Now and Plus all in one bundle. And the thing that also Xbox did, I don't know if you knew this, but when they first announced Ultimate, if you had Live already, so let's say if you had a year Live, 2 years Live, and then you went and bought Ultimate, it converted all of your Live to Ultimate.
Yeah, so, that's what it did.
So I'm just like, that's amazing. They're not trying to nickel and dime you and make you pay double. And if you have Ultimate, you play on PC too. So I mean, I don't know. Xbox might not have exclusives, but they have a brand. They're more in the business of making gaming inclusive. That's all it is. And it's like I've had that same issue where actually I had it with Fortnite where I tried to link it to my PlayStation and it completely erased all of my progress.
Oh my
all
gosh.
all of the skins I already earned, all of the V-Bucks I was so mad. And I could not get them back. And I messaged Epic and nothing happened. So that's why I kind of just don't even bother with Fortnite anymore. But that was my dumbass for actually going ahead and trying to link it to PlayStation. But I thought it would be okay because it said it was cross-play. Well, it wasn't very friendly. It was not. I was really upset about it too. I almost cried.
Yeah.
Because that was back when I actually played Fortnite, so I was really upset. But it is what it is, Alright, so I think there was another... Oh, I wanted to talk about the game delays. So apparently... Halo Infinite is getting delayed till 2021.
Well, as long as they take the time to make the game better, get all the glitches out, I say go for it.
I feel like we're going to have a lot of this happening with the game delays because, number one, people are probably working from home. They're not in their studios. They might not be able to get everything done as quickly from home. So I feel like we're going to have a lot of these delays during this time, which is understandable. But some people get so mad when they're like, oh, that thing is being delayed, this freaking sucks, it was supposed to be a launch game and it was the only game they had, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, but that's what I don't understand is why people get so up in arms about a game delay. I mean, it's not hurting you any because you're waiting to play the game anyhow. You just have to wait a little longer. And if that means that they're getting the game situated, they're getting it stable, they're, making it so there's no issues, no hiccups, or very little issues or hiccups, then I say go for it. Play your backlog of games that I'm sure you have anyhow. I mean,
of course. Everyone, let me tell you something. Everyone's always upset about game launches not launching when they're supposed to and being delayed. But the backlog that I'm sure everybody has because I have it, you have it.
I've got a serious Nintendo Switch backlog. Serious.
Mine is on the Xbox and it's very serious. It's super serious. Also, Vampire the Masquerade has been delayed. Bloodlines 2 has been delayed again. So they're being delayed till 2021. But listen, here's the thing though. I would rather companies tell you they're going to be delayed and give you a good game out the gate. Like, I'd rather you take your time, do that right, than just bring it out when it was scheduled to and have it be a piece of crap and then try to fix it later. Like, no. Just take your time. Do it right. Make it look good. Like, oh, gosh. And everybody was up in arms with that Halo Infinite when they showed it. Like, oh, that doesn't look next gen. Well, it was because it was friggin' rendered from months ago. So, of course, it's not going to look next gen. They needed something to put together. I need people to be a little bit more tolerant. Okay? I need people to be a little more tolerant, a little more patient. Like I said, I'm pretty sure these people are working from their homes. They're designing games from their homes, which I'm sure they don't have the equipment that they would in their studios, So I just need y'all to be like, calm down. Just be happy that games are coming. Even if they come in 2021, that's something to look forward to. We don't want anything in 2020 anyway, because 2020 has been a train wreck.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, what else can go wrong? But
don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay, I'll try not to. Oh Lord. But yeah, I'm just like, listen, just delay the games that you need to delay. I'm sure they will be excellent when they come out, and we will have something to look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
So, was there anything else that we had? I think we had the list this week was kind of short. There wasn't very much going on. Oh, very quickly, since we do cover tech as well, from what I understand, your tablet, I think, is out already.
I have not seen out where.
I don't know if it's out yet, but Josh told me that it is $10.99 for the S Plus, or the Samsung S Plus tablet.
$1,099.
Yep, which is not bad at all. That's not bad considering that my iPad doesn't even come with a pen and was $16.49.
Holy hell.
Josh was like, you want to trade yours in? I'm like, well, I might have to pay a restock fee, but I might be willing.
No way. Stop playing, Leslie.
Well,
you
the whole thing
are
is
an Apple ecosystem chick. You have Apple across the board. Why would you do that?
No, I'm probably going to end up keeping it. But what I did tell him was that maybe we could do, because we have 3 phone lines. Okay, his phone line, his phone. Well, no.
I can add one because of my watch, so I have 2.
Well, no. What it is that we have 2 for our phones, and then we have a work phone that we use specifically for work, because we don't want anybody touching our personal phones, and sometimes people have to sign their signatures and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we have those 3 phones, and then we have 2 tablet lines. So Josh previously had an Apple iPad, and then he got rid of it when we were having a tough time last year. Yeah. And then because I got the Pro, I gave him my iPad. So now he has an iPad, but that line is paid for, so it's available to upgrade. So we're going to discuss it, but he might get instead of getting the foldable phone, he might get the S20 Ultra, the Note 20 Ultra, and then get the tablet as well for the other line, and it'll basically be the same price as my damn tablet by itself. But the reason I do want to hold on to my iPad is because they might be coming out with an app for Final Cut Pro, which, I love that app to edit on Apple, and it's only available on Apple, not on Windows. And so I think from what I understand, they're creating an app for the iPad ecosystem, which would be great for me because I don't have my iMac anymore, and I would really enjoy editing on that. And then also, they have Procreate, whereas Samsung and Google Play don't have Procreate, which I love to doodle and use all that stuff. I probably could use Adobe Photoshop because Photoshop does have its own app on the iPad now. I don't know if it's available on Android. I'm sure it probably is because it's Adobe and they have those platforms all across the board. But it just doesn't work as well as Procreate does. There's just something about Procreate, which I have the Photoshop on the iPad as well, but I don't know. It's just not the same as it is on a computer, as Procreate is on the app. The app is just great. Now, if Samsung were to come out with Procreate, then I might be willing to change tablets. But yes, I am an Apple girl, unfortunately. But I don't know. It's just something about Apple. I don't understand it. I just always go back. I've had an Apple iPhone since the 3rd generation, which I'm sure there are people who have had it since the very beginning, but I didn't start till 3, and then I've had it ever since then, except for when I had the Samsung Note 9 for 2 years, and then I was like, nope, I'll go back to my iPhone. I miss my iPhone. It's also too because if you have an iPhone and other people have an iPhone, if, I don't know, you can't get LTE or something anywhere, but you have Wi-Fi, you can still communicate with people. Whereas with Samsung, you don't have that capability. If we go somewhere and there's the LTE's out, the 4G's out, and there's only Wi-Fi, I wouldn't be able to send Josh a message. It just isn't possible. But, it's just, I don't know, there's just, it's just a thing. I don't know. I can't even explain it to you. It's just the usability, I guess. And Josh calls it simple, and I'm like, are you calling me simple? And he's like, no.
Aww.
But I don't know. The tab is beautiful though, but I think he is considering that. We're supposed to discuss it. He wanted to talk about it now, but I'm like, I'm about to do the podcast. We'll talk about it later. Because you know how he is. He gets on something and all of a sudden it's like, okay, stop talking. I had to cut him off 2 times. I was like, nope, we'll discuss it after. But yes, so from what I understand, the S7 Plus is going to be $10.99, which is pretty decent. You're getting a 12.4-inch tablet. It actually is an OLED screen, and it has the actual S Pen, which is convenient. Like, if I was still in the Samsung ecosystem, I would have gotten the Tab. I really would have, but.
Well, I still don't even see it on their website. They have, on Samsung's website, they have the S2, 9.7, S2 8.0, and the Tab A 8.0.
I will ask him where he saw the information, and I will send you a private message and let you know.
All right.
I don't know if it's out yet. Josh thought it was out because he knew the price, but I don't think it is out yet. If it's not,
yeah,
on the
I
website.
don't see it. But just believe I've been looking.
Because normally it would be like right on their front page. It's like, hey, we're here. Mm-hmm. There was one other thing I wanted to talk about. Oh, so we as Lynn mentioned earlier, we basically want to start having people join us as guests. So we want to do that. So if any females, males, anybody wants to be on the podcast, please leave us a comment down below. I know we're still growing. We're in our infancy. We're a little tiny baby podcast right now. So once we, start building up, getting more people to join us, make sure you comment, send us a message on Twitter, Instagram, whatever. I have set up all of our links. So when you click on this video, it will show you all of our links. You can send us a message privately and let us know that you want to be part of the podcast. We're going to have a little bit of a schedule so that we can start scheduling some people to join us and join the conversation. Of course, you can always comment and join us live. But if you would like to be a part of the actual podcast, please let us know. We also want to start showcasing females, women who are gamers on our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We want to start showcasing people. So if you, I don't want to say have a large following, but because it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter to us. We're still in our infancy. So even if you're just starting out and you want to grow a following for yourself, I mean, don't use this as like a self-promotion thing, but like if you are interested in gaming and tech and are just a badass female, then we want to know about it. So also please send us a message. Eventually we have a Twitch, which is Women Got Games as well. I have everything linked down below. So eventually we would like to start a community night, maybe where we can play with some of our subscribers and followers and stuff and have a little game night. I would eventually like to do that as well. What do you think?
Yeah.
I think that would be fun. So I know, we're in our infancy. It's just us. We're in our little baby podcast. But I'm excited for what the future could hold. So, we're only on episode 3. We got 1 billion more to go. We'll have to see what is going on this week in gaming. I'm hoping that we will get some news on these console prices because I am like dying to know already. By now, I would have had my stuff pre-ordered already. Being excited, like, oh, I can't wait till this console comes out. And it's like, we don't know what's what. We don't know. So, Lynn, have you been playing any games this week?
No.
You haven't played anything? Nothing at all?
No.
Oh.
I actually put my Switch Lite in the carry case because it was getting a little dust on it.
Oh, no. That's so sad.
Yeah.
How about any new tech? Did you get any new tech this week?
No.
No, okay. So, I went back to playing Animal Crossing. I forgot to buy turnips last week. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to do a little time traveling. So I time traveled a little bit just to get some more recipes and stuff because I'm still trying to get my island to 5 stars. But because now we have the option to save and recover, I was thinking about saving my island on my main Switch and sending that island to my Switch Lite and starting over and streaming it. Okay, so I thought about streaming it so that I can create an island with my stream, like little by little, and I would like to turn it into like a little city. That's what I really want. I want it to look like a little city. Okay. Also, because I know you haven't played in a while. I know you were beefing with Animal Crossing because it wasn't saving your Nook ticket thing, your Nook miles. Your Nook miles.
Resident Services Center.
Yeah, so I know you were having a beef with it, but now they have something they have a bed in your room. I don't know if you've turned it on and played, but they have a bed in your room. So you go into whatever room the bed is in. It's just placed there. And you lay down and you basically can dream, right? So when you dream, anybody can give you their dream address. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
So you have a little code and you can visit people's islands as if you're in a dream. And you don't touch any of their stuff. You're just basically visiting their island. You can't shake any of their trees or any of that shit, so you don't have to worry about that. And I went to random people's islands yesterday, and it was so cool because I got inspired. I was like, oh, this is so cool. I just Googled anybody's dream address. I just actually Googled #dream address and just found a bunch of different islands, and I just got some inspiration. So I'm like, oh, okay, you know what? Now I'm inspired. Now I kind of want to start over again. So I'm thinking about it. But I don't want to do that until I move my desk. My desk is being moved to another spot, and once that's moved, that's going to be my permanent spot. And then I can start playing because I'll be able to put my green screen up without anybody tripping on it, and it'll be fun. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really thinking about it. I think it'll be fun just to start over again. Hey, Stormy, how are you? How you
Stormy,
doing?
I just thought about you when Leslie said that she was going to start over on her Animal Crossing. I know you done start over like 3, 4, 5 times, girl. I don't feel like you can do it. I don't feel like you can do it. I would cry if I had to start over. Do you know how long it took me to move all my rocks on my island? No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Well, you know what? Actually, you could probably do it from the beginning, like before you put all that stuff on there, and just have it from the beginning, a little rock island. But yeah, I'm thinking about it because I want to stream it. She said she started 4 times. The frustration is so dang real.
Yeah, I bet.
I know that's right. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, but you know what? I'm thinking about it, and now I'm like, I don't know. I'm just re-inspired again. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if I do this, if I start over again, I'm gonna start from March 20th, because that's when Animal Crossing launched, right? And I'll start from there and time travel until I get to the basic thing so that I can do Bunny Day again, and I can do all of that, the May Day stuff, like do everything over again until I get to present day. And then once I hit present day, I'm not going to time travel anymore. So I'm thinking, because I also want to get all the recipes that are during those events and stuff. So
yeah, but you're cheating if you time travel, Leslie.
Well, technically, yeah, I am cheating, but technically I'll miss out on all the stuff if I start from like August.
Hey, look, this is your choice. You got to take the consequences that come with it.
No. That's what time travel is for. Basically, go get all the recipes, right? I really think I want to do this. I really think I'm just gonna restart it for stream and then put it together with my stream, like put the island together. But I want to turn it into a little silly city. And she said, make sure you have someone hold all your items that you may want. Well, Stormy, what I'm thinking is that I'm going to move the present island that I have to my Switch Lite, and then just create a profile for my boyfriend, so that way, or my fiance, so that way I can go ahead and go to that island and get whatever it is I want, which would mostly be my bills. I just really want my money. That's it. I don't really care about anything else. Because everything else you can find later on. So, but yeah.
I'm keeping my crown, honey.
You're keeping your crown? Yeah, I'll take the crown too. I'm just gonna take my crown with me and all my bellions.
Yeah, we're billionaires.
So that way, also, you know, I can have all my money, so I'll still have the perks of starting new, but I'll still have all my money, which would be ideal. And that way I can pay off my house real quick. She said, I'm not gonna lie, I paid someone on eBay $15 for all 700 DIYs. Oh wow. I mean, that's a good idea.
So they actually came to your island, because I thought that that you have to go to their islands now.
Well, she probably did it before that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she probably did it before when they I mean, I don't know. I haven't done it on eBay.
Like 105 million, Storm.
Yeah, we've got that's about what I have too still. 105. We did it through Amazon though, but then Nintendo said that was not ethical practices.
Yeah,
we're like,
we haven't done it since.
Yes, so we haven't done it since. But don't come for us, Nintendo.
Yeah, I haven't done it. I'm not gonna do it. We're good to go.
And you know what makes me laugh too? Every time you like, I don't know, put a bridge on your island or just demolish a bridge or something, Tom Nook just like makes this devious little smile, like he's laughing, like, yeah, give me your money. I'm about to go buy another island. She said it was more for them to come to mine. It's cheaper though if you go to theirs, but it's like 3 hours to learn them all. It took 3 hours to learn them all. Damn,
that is nuts. But there's 700
plus recipes. I mean, I believe
nuts.
I believe it because I was just telling Lynn that I time traveled.
I am nowhere near that.
Because I had no turnips this past week, and so I time traveled to get some more recipes. And starting from like I said, from like March 20th, I got a bunch of new recipes that I didn't have before. Whereas me playing the game right now without time traveling, I get the same recipes over and over and over again. Like I literally started
because you time traveled, Leslie.
Well, no, it was before I started time traveling though. It was before. I just kept getting the same recipes. That's why I was like, forget it. I'm going to time travel. She said she has them and still has no idea what to do with her islands. I know. I was just telling Lynn that I was just Googling people's dream addresses and going to different people's islands so that I could figure out what it was that I wanted to do. And people are so creative. And I feel like, you know what? As much Minecraft as I've played, I should be better at this. Just getting stuff together and getting your island together. And then I just go on Twitch and watch people's streams to get like ideas. But yes, my island is still not at 5 stars. And I'm pretty sure I'm over 400 hours now.
But see, all the people that have 5-star islands, their islands are junky. I'm sorry, but they are. Me, I'm more of a person where everything has its place and a place for everything. I'm not just going to throw shit on the ground just so I can make my island a 5-star island. It's got to make sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to have like, you know, just a bunch of nonsense stuff all over the ground just to have that ground cover to count as something there. So I would rather make it make sense. Like, for real. Like, you know, you're outside and, you know, I can see if you have like a little kiddie pools and stuff out there. That's cool, you know. But why you going to put an actual record player on the ground outside? If it rain, that record player not going to work. So that, to me, logically, makes no sense. I'm not going to put a record player outside on the ground It just doesn't make sense. Like, things that need to go where it should go where it need to go. So I
She's
feel in that sense of making a 5-star island would be cool, but have things where it belongs. Like
yeah.
if you want to do an outdoor cafe, sweet. That way you could put your little tables and your chairs, your little vending machines or whatever. And then say for instance you have like those little awning things. Yes, I could see putting a record player there because there's a covering there. To me,
Yeah.
that's fine. That'll make sense. But don't just throw random stuff outside on the ground just because. And you have a 5-star island. To me, that doesn't. It's too junky. It's junky. I think you could have a nice 5-star island, but have everything in its place.
I agree. I agree. She said she's not shooting for a 5-star island. She just wants it to be dope. In her eyes, 5-star or 1-star, as long as she's proud of it, she's cool.
There you go. But Storm, you ain't been proud of none of your islands, and it's the island itself is the daggone inhabitants on your island.
Well, that's another thing. Like, I really want to be able to like select like who's gonna be on my island. Like, I've been trying to kick everybody off.
You can.
No, I know, but I'm saying if I restart over again, it's gonna be like I'm gonna be real picky about it. But yeah, I mean,
vain. Leslie is very vain. Oh my God, you're ugly. You're not gonna be on my island. Oh my God, down. I don't want them on my island. And I'm like, well, I guess I'm kind of like that in a certain way too, but not that bad.
Yeah, because everybody has their dreamies. Everybody has their villagers that they want. And I'm not that picky because I've gone to like island hunting and just found people that I'm like, oh yeah, you're cute. Okay, you're coming
Leslie,
with me.
Think about the stuff you said about Quilson. Don't even try it.
Well, Quilson had to go. His head looked like he looked like the Cheeto in charge. He had to go. She said that's how she was. She's hella picky about her villagers. She loves that everyone but Keaton. Listen, for me, it's Quilson. He had to go. She said he was my first campsite villager. And I had to. She was not happy about it. Well, no, you can eventually get rid of the first ones. I got rid of one of my first ones, and I didn't want to. He was kind of cute, but he was like, "I want to go," and I was like, "Deuces." So he left. But
yeah, but did the trash bag thing work?
No, let me tell you something. Everybody wanted to leave before Quilson wanted to leave. Like everybody. I tried everything. I used to push him around and he would do nothing. He would let me beat him up. I'm like, you know what? You are just a freaking masochist and you just love getting beat. And finally, he was like, I think I want to leave. And I was like, okay, bye. And then Isabel the next day was like, oh, it's a sad day. Quilson is leaving us. Everybody make sure you visit him and say goodbye. I did not go see him. Bye. And then the alligator, guess what? The alligator that I had, I got rid of him with his deep ass country. He sounded like he was from Louisiana, his deep ass voice, right? I got rid of him. And then he ended up on Josh's mom's campground and told her that he was from my island. I didn't know they did that. That's pretty funny. Yeah, he ended up on her campsite and she was like, hey, do you remember that alligator you had? And I'm like, yeah. She was like, he was at my campsite. He said he was from your island. I'm like, that's because he got the boot. And then when I got rid of Tybalt, that was the one who was one of the originals who moved in with me, but he left. I went island hunting. What I do is I get several Nook Mile tickets, and I go island hunting. And then I find, people that I like. The first one I didn't like. The second one I didn't like. The third one, I took her because she's a cute little mouse. She ain't really that cute, but she's like a little mouse. And her name was Penelope, which is my niece's name, so I had to have her. And she is my vibe. All her entire house is pink and white. Yeah, if people come and talk to your villagers, they may move to your islands. Okay, their islands. Okay, well, listen, you can come visit me. Take whoever you want. You just can't take Blue Bear. You can't take Maple, and you can't take Whitney, and you can't take Penelope. Everybody else you can have. Eugene wanted to leave yesterday, and I was like, no, you staying. Just because he's funny, he cracks me up. Eugene makes me laugh, but yeah, so I'm really thinking about just starting over again just for stream, making it. I want to have like a theme. I want it to be like a little city theme, and then move where my actual town hall is, and just take my bellions with me and start fresh.
Yep.
So I really think I'm gonna go ahead and do it, but like I said, I have to just move where my desk is and get back to streaming. I've been on my own hiatus because I've been just watching Sex and the City and Moesha. But yeah. So, was there anything else that you wanted to talk about? Storm, if you would like to be on the podcast, please let us know. Because we are going to be allowing guests, but we're only doing it one at a time. She said she has Maple, Ketchup, Bone, Audie, Marshall, Raymond, Mira, Mitzi, and Terrible Keaton. I have Mira. I had Audi, but I do have Maple. I love her. She's so cute. Your schedule is trash. Well, we normally do it on Sundays, but if there's a day that you want to do it, we can always do it in advance and then premiere it on a Sunday. We're trying to figure out schedules. But yeah. Right, Lynn? Are you there?
Yeah, I was responding to a tweet.
Oh, okay. Okay. So she said she would be on the cast, but her work schedule is trash. If it's the weekend, she's good. Well, we normally try to keep it on Sundays. So
yes, it's every Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern. We on the same time zone, Storm. All three of us.
Yeah.
She can't never make mine because mine is on Fridays at 6.
Oh, okay. I understand then that. Yeah. For sure.
But yeah, you should. I mean, if you're not busy on Sunday, it shouldn't be an issue with you joining up with us then.
Yes.
Unless it's the time, because it's every Sunday, 1 p.m.
Yeah. So, was there anything else that you wanted to talk about today? We went on a little Animal Crossing tangent, but oh, I was gonna tell you too because I didn't mention the tech that I had gotten. So Josh got me these AirPods from AliExpress, and he got himself a fake Pro from AliExpress.
What?
She said, yeah. And it's really funny. Let me tell you why this is funny. Because I wanted to test them out and see if they were any different from the originals. Because I have the Air 2s, but I don't have the Pros. So he got the fake Pros. They look exactly like it. The actual box said Pros. The actual insert said made from Apple in California. And I was like, what?
If you were to do a video on that, you would get a ton of views because people like those types of videos.
And then, so what made me laugh was because he said that, one AirPod wasn't working. And I was like, oh, that's weird. So I took his and I attached them to my phone because if you're an Apple user, he's not an Apple user. So he uses it through Bluetooth on Android. So if you do it on Apple, it comes up and it tells you how much battery life you have left. Well, it actually comes up. It says it's an Apple AirPod Pro. It said, and the whole thing was, okay, so don't laugh at me, but I have Siri call me sexy bitch, okay?
Alrighty.
So then when she talks to me, she's like, well, listen, sexy bitch. So what happened was when I connected his AirPods Pros to my thing, it told me that one of the batteries was dead on one of the AirPods. That's why it wasn't working. So I put it to charge, but it came up as sexy bitch's AirPod Pros, right? So when he connected it to his phone, now it says sexy bitch's AirPod Pros.
Wow.
So he was laughing so hard because he's like, I can't believe every time I turn on my AirPod Pros, it says "Sexy Bitches AirPod Pros."
Mm-mm. Oh, baby.
I was like, that's right. You're a sexy bitch. Just own it.
Mm-mm.
Oh my God. Look, I did that a long time ago, and I guess because I've been using iPhone for so long, it just knows now, and it just automatically everything's sexy bitch. It's so funny.
That's funny.
But yes, so I think I did want to do a review. I actually saw a video, I want to say it's about 2 or 3 days ago, that said the most popular video for you to do right now is a versus video. So like, if you were to do like Canon versus Nikon, or like real AirPod Pros versus fake ones, like, because people are always trying to compare things, that's the kind of video that's going to get you more viewers. I don't know if it's true or not. I haven't done it yet.
All right, Storm, with all that tech you got in your house, get busy. Have you seen Storm's game room setup? It's her game room / office. She got a freaking bathroom in her game room / office. That is amazing.
I know, that's right. That's what I need.
But she didn't even got to leave the room all day. She got a refrigerator, a microwave. She could go.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. That's the kind of space I need. Yep. That's
now
awesome.
all you need, Storm, is a Keurig. Or better yet, get the Walmart brand. It's Mainstays, $20.
Well, I tried to get that one again, but they don't have it in my area anymore.
Oh no.
Yeah, because mine broke, but I tried to get it again and they don't have it in my area anymore.
Mine sounds like a spaceship taking off when it brews. I think it's because of the water.
Possibly, but yeah. So if we have nothing else to discuss, I think that is it. So, like I said, if you guys want to join the podcast, you can do so by leaving us a comment, sending us a private message on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you want to leave us a message. We'll check them all. And hopefully we can start getting more guests on the actual podcast and start a community night soon. But we're still a little baby, so we're trying to get it out there. So make sure you guys share, subscribe, comment, like, do all the things that will help us grow, because we appreciate you and we are grateful that you are here taking your time to watch, listen. If you're listening later on, thank you for joining us. And yeah, we're trying to I'm still trying to get the Anchor thing under control. I'm trying to figure
Storm for being here live.
Yes, shout out to Stormy for being here live, and let us know if you want to go ahead and join us at some point. So I think that is it for the podcast for today, and we'll see you guys the same time next week, 1 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday. Have a great week, you guys. Bye.
Bye.